Hey guys, welcome back. So a couple notes before we start this episode. I turned up the voice volume a little bit on this game. I'm worried that maybe when they were speaking, they might have been too quiet. So you should hear those better now. You can actually see this is what I'm going with. Just keeping those somewhat down and then turning this up. And the reason why these are as low as they are to begin with is because I'm going headphone-less, so to speak. Weird thing with this game that I came across, though, is that you have to actually load your game before it actually loads your settings. Because I got blasted when I actually first started this up again. That's number one. Number two, as usual, when I'm recording, the people are doing work in the lawn, so we might get some of that. Hopefully not too bad. I think we've actually done pretty good with that. Number three, just have to share, I had a great idea for you guys. I thought about it last night when I was trying to sleep and thinking about this freaking game, and I forgot what it was, so now it doesn't matter at all. So we're going to continue. I wonder what this is. I did pop into here to see what extras are, and the only thing that seemed interesting to me was that there's a store here, and I do see I've got my coins right there, so I can buy stuff outside of the game, maybe? Which, I don't know, that seems like a weird thing to let you do, but they appear to let you do it. Otherwise, though, I am more curious about what in the world is this? You know, because the other menus in-game, you could see what they were labeled, you just couldn't access them. Like right now, we can't access whatever the hell truth bullets are. But here, you don't have a clue what it is. So I'm curious about that as well. So we left off, I don't know, when I hit continue, I don't know exactly where it's going to put us. When we left off, we found Sayaka was killed, I think with a knife, which again makes me a little confused about the trigger happy havoc part of the title. And also Junko was killed by Monokuma because she essentially attacked him. So I had foolishly stated I was going to play the game in a way to keep everybody alive, and I'm pretty sure, I'm ready to be wrong because I've been wrong about everything with this game so far. I'm pretty sure that's not something I ever had control over. So that, and yeah, and I had a night's sleep. This game will begin from where you last left off. Is this okay? Chapter 1, School Life, Deadly Life. Yes. I think we were about to start investigating stuff. Yeah, okay. There, sadly, is Junko, who seemed pretty cool otherwise. So everybody's in here. Do I have to, like, is she a part of the investigation? Because we know what happened to her. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. Ew, gross. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse, like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check. After those injuries and losing that much blood, frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Hold on. Just wait a second. She's dead? Then that means everything that's happened so far is real. It's not a joke or whatever. It's really real. Hell no, someone save me. Let me out of here. Somebody help me.
What's your problem?
You're just now accepting that? Yeah, I thought everybody was on board except for Yasuhiro was not. I don't remember their names and I don't remember the voices I was trying to do with them. She's front and center, which makes me think I'm supposed to talk to her. So I guess that's what I'll do.
Hey.
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed. I don't know why I couldn't get that word out. In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone.
What?
What? Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all evidence you want. Fuck you.
So then...
Fine, then I'll stay there on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. Two-player co-op based defense with the two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP. Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
But
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try. Oh yeah, that's something I kind of want to do. So, we have to figure out who killed Sayaka. So let's just look through our people real fast. I want to see, do I have any preconceptions? I didn't do it. I'm pretty sure. I would actually admittedly, I'd be pretty ticked off if it turns out like, in my sleep, a demon takes over my spirit and something like that. Totally not outside the bounds of video games, right? But that would make me upset. This guy, super be there on time dude. He doesn't seem the type. He seems like he's more interested in there being some sort of structure here. I know he comes off as pretty much like affluent asshole syndrome, but I don't know that he would have any reason to target Sayaka either. I don't like this dude. I don't buy his persona. I think it's a cover, but I don't think anything with him there. I'd be surprised if this guy wanted to do anything. I don't know. I just think this guy's a creep. So he's on the list just because he could be a creep. Him, I don't know, man. I get he's like super hippie, relaxed dude, but there's just something about him I don't trust because he's too relaxed. Obviously, I don't think she did it. That would be weird. Possible, right? She was one of the people who went on her own. I'd be surprised by that too. I'd be surprised there. I hope not. I really like this character. I don't know. Sakura is like to this game what China is to wrestling. Okay. Some suspicion here. Got that one. Okay. So there's a question. Could she have done it and gotten away with it? I don't think she would have done it, but she's dead then, so what would happen? So I'm assuming no here because that just gets really weirdly convoluted. Hope not. This person seems pretty kind-hearted. And then it's back to me. So no, I have no idea off the top of my head who did it. What was I supposed to do?
anyway.
We're going to find out who the killer is, because if we don't, we're all going to die here. Oh, do I talk to the others then?
Huh?
Is this really happening? Screw that piece of shit bear.
What the heck?
I hate this, but still, we don't have a choice. We have to figure out who did it, or else we're all dead. Wait, are they just repeating?
Oh.
So you finally noticed. Noticed what?
What the crap?
Yeah, noticed what? I was like, oh, right. He gave us a thing to read. And I noticed something very obvious and very unusual. What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm. She's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. So I was worried. See, I knew I shouldn't have. I should have just stayed up and played it through. Then could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second. You've got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it.
So then.
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong,
So,
well, do I really have to say any more?
actually,
I'd rather you didn't, no.
goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym. I'll be going too. And just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it.
Yo.
Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I'd better head to the scene of the crime. That's right.
Hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this is here right now and they're thinking of destroying that evidence, they'd better not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious. I will fuck them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off.
So,
But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? And we're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
anyway,
We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying?
this is
It was
very
you.
suspicious.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Don't come any closer. You're gonna kill me next.
So,
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. That's true. We may as well at least check just to check. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate. Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out.
Oh, yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess I better get going. Wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. But it was pointless. Everyone had already left. And their parting looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something, otherwise everyone will...
Execution is execution. Execution!
One more time.
Electric chair. Poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
Yeah, I'd rather not have that happen to me. Can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it, who really killed Sayaka. Okay, investigation phase. Ooh. That's good music. Oh, and a drop. The music in this game has its own identity, and I'm really liking it a lot. Okay. Anyway. I guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. Yeah, I forgot about it. The victim was Sayaka Maizono. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. Okay, so 1:30 a.m. We switched rooms like right at 10. That's when the announcement came in. The announcement happened and then I moved over to hers. So 1:30 in the morning. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Okay. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. Well, it looked like something was going on in there because when I walked into that room, before I came across her body, there was like stuff all over the place and marks on the wall and everything. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow, I have to find out the truth so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Oh, right. It said evidence. That stuff is evidence. Hey, I pressed the right button this time. Yay, so I can go in here now. I don't know why they're called truth bullets. It's such a weird choice. So what happens if I click this? Okay, this is just this again. So this is some interesting details, especially because I was worried a little bit that this might be too much like Phoenix Wright and it might hold the hand. So we're about to find that out. I'm hoping not. I do like to solve things myself. Like, I enjoy game shows, except for the ones where they're showing the audience the answer and you're just watching to see if other people can guess it. And it's like, no, come on, I want to guess too. So we'll see. I wanna solve this. Obviously, she died, so let's figure this out. So I called BS on her coming to the room and saying that somebody was like really struggling to get into her room. And that's why she wanted to switch rooms. I didn't believe her for a second. And I think I was wrong now. Although, well, that doesn't line up though, does it? Because we switched rooms. So was somebody targeting her and then somebody else was targeting me? Oh, crap. Did she die because of me? It was her idea. That's all I'm saying. All right, do I have to talk to you guys? No way. I seriously don't want to die here. I'm begging you. God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me. I don't care who it is. Just get me out of here. Hiro doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. Why is Chihiro back here? Are you going to help investigate? But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Okay, that's fair. I got no complaints with that. Oh, right, coins. No. Anything I can get coins off over here? Oh, there's a camera right there. Okay. Whoop. Nope. Whew. The button arrangement is just weird enough for me that I keep struggling with it. And I don't like not being able to turn all the way around. I know I'm complaining. Okay, there's just nobody over here. Now I know you. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime. I said my crime. Of the crime, my room, not my crime. If you didn't hear that, it's not an admission. We won't make any progress without investigating there. Oh, okay. I was going to say before that box came up, I know you can teleport with the map, and I think I figured out how to do that last time. I know the map looked weird, but I didn't want to. I wanted to stop and spend some coins for some presents, and instead I got transported, it looks like. So I headed to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remained. Lovely. I'd better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. Okay, so... Oh! I didn't even see her behind him. Look at that. Yeah, you can barely even see the circle. Oh, the sword's out. Wait, did the plant show up? No, I swear the plant showed up as a thing I could select. That's the door. No? Maybe I'm making things up, I guess. Oh, wait. That's weird. I can't check this, huh? Alright, let's look around here. So, this is the room key. It has my name on it, so this must be my room key. If I remember correctly... I'm starting to get a little annoyed by the amount of flashbacking for this. I don't have that bad of a memory. You guys have probably heard me at some point say on the show, when it comes to television shows, I hate the next time on and last time on parts because I feel insulted by them. When we switched rooms, we switched keys too, so Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. But if that's true, then how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. Yeah, she was way too freaked out. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we said words. After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or opened it for any reason. Yeah, agreed. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something? No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms, and with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer get in here? Oh, I just want to see, because that wasn't an actual file. Okay. Interesting. This isn't an actual item, so I'm surprised it's in here. You know, there is one person who can enter rooms willy-nilly, and that's Monokuma. I'm just saying. So let's look at the sword. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. Oh, okay. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. Well, if it was used, that makes sense. Yeah, remember the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Okay, replica sword. Is that separate or the same item? No, so this is... Oh, wait. The sword's been taken out, so it's just the sheath, but... There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. But how'd the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're going to attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of the fight. So, why are there scratches on the sheath? Well, if she wasn't expecting to be attacked, then again, we don't know that she's the one who used it. What's going on the wall here? There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Oh, it's on the bed too. Oh yeah, it is on the bed. It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard something. No, they made a point of you can't hear anything, right?
Wait.
Yeah, here we go. That would not have been possible. Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in the room right next to you, and there's no way you could know.
Well,
perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Oh, yeah. Evidence of a struggle. Okay. What else is selectable? I can select the bed. There are gouges in the bed like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? Huh. There's the lint roller again. Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less than there was before. Oh, does it? I can't tell. I didn't look at it that closely before. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decide to clean up a little? Yeah, that happens. And then my notepad. Notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. Let's just look. Oh, what about the tools? The toolkit is still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence that it's been used at all. So is it still shrink wrapped? Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine, and I haven't had any reason to open it. The sword was yours, and your room was yours, too. I can't even imagine a situation where I need a toolkit like this. Well, we're going to need that at some point. Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mondo. We ain't exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either, then?
what?
Not just me. Nobody's busted theirs out yet, far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
No way.
None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet. Because, like, why the hell would we? Okay. There's a lot of attention paid to the toolkit. See, there's something behind this? The stand for the sword? It's the display stand the sword was on. Okay. Weird. Was that just selectable before and I just didn't? Sakura. Oh, wrong voice. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too?
Hey.
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see. Yeah, that's not good. I only got one friend. The other two died.
By the way,
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean? That's a really good point. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Oh, I couldn't go there the whole time. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
you son of a bitch.
That dirty bastard. Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
You're fucking dead.
So if I ever find the son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it? This fucking guy.
Yo.
That all gets sorted out when the time comes. Well, then we got Sakura, and Hina seems pretty athletic. We don't know about this chick yet, do we? Hey, Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area, but...
What are you doing?
New art and voice acting.
Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
For love? She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my room. His descriptions are always wrong. There was that one with Sayako where he's like, she's looking down at the floor and her hands are on her knees when her hands are in front of her face and she's looking up. And here is like, she's down on her knees. No, she's crouched down, but her knees are clearly up in the air.
Did you lose a contact or something?
What a stupid question. I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said,
Listen.
Are you a clean freak? No, I don't think so, but what does... Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. Are you a clean freak? There's no blood in the rest of the room. What's interesting?
Hey.
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Like what? What do you mean?
So...
I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair. You're looking for hair. Okay. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it to...
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka or the killer?
Well,
That's the question, isn't it? Well, okay, that's interesting. I thought it was weird we were even paying attention to the lint roller. Let me think about that for a second. It couldn't have been Sayaka who did it, because you would assume there would be hair just falling because it happens all the time anyway. But if she was in a struggle, which it looks like she was in, so I don't know why Makoto's thinking she's a possibility. Strange. I guess I gotta go into the bathroom now, huh? Sadness. The bathroom. And on the other side of this door? No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her, her. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse, but that thought held me up and supported me. Why is the number 37 by her? Hang on. Okay, what is this? It just looks like this spigot. Water from the showers gets turned off at nighttime. Right? Oh, interesting. It does want you to look at 037. Well, let me look at her first. I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now's no time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object has been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? Oh, didn't I see knives in the kitchen? That's definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Oh yeah. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. It also looks like it's got gold on there. I would have guessed she used the sword because she was aware of it, but it looks like the sword was used on her. Something sort of glittery there on her wrist too. Yeah, the sword was a fake, so it wouldn't have lopped her arm off. Would it have just bashed her wrist then? Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is there's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. The palms of both her hands are totally spotless, so how come only her left finger? Totally spotless also meaning she didn't use the sword. Somebody else used the sword. That kind of kills my little fun Monokuma did it thing too, because he would have just used his claws. He wouldn't have used a knife, I don't think. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Her wrist has been added to the truth bullets. We're getting a lot of evidence now. The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. Yeah, agreed. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? Especially because it looks like so it's not she got stabbed, she fell over, broke her wrist, because she's sort of leaning up against this wall, like, and slid down, I feel like. So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. Okay, agreed. What is this number? I looked past the Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw... Oh, come on, it's gonna be that obvious? I was about to ask when I was done reading this, why were the numbers drawn digital style? But it's not. It's the name Leon upside... Oh, the blood on her finger. Okay. I get maybe because this is the first case, I hope they're not all that easy. We'll see. Written in blood were the numbers 11037. I don't think that's what they are. Yeah, because wait, what finger? I have to review the truth bullet. Did Sayaka do this? Okay, good. Which finger had blood on it? Okay. Her right wrist was fractured and glittery. Her hands were clean except the index finger of her left hand. Okay, her left hand. All right, I have to adjust myself. So I'm leaning. Yeah, I could see. Okay, I think so. She gave us the answer. I guess it can. Well, okay, did she though? All right, let me try and talk this out. It looks like she wrote Leon's name to tell us who did it. There are two things about that make me a little unsure. Number one, would she really have done that? Was she able to? Was she of the right mind to? I don't know. It's a real awkward position because it's her left hand, the hand closest to where those letters are, and she's been stabbed in the stomach. Her other wrist is broken. So, like, she is in some dire straits, right? The other thing is we also now have evidence that somebody was messing around in here, and I think we're assuming it was the killer who used that lint roller. Is that a safe enough assumption, is the question. So, I'm leaving that sad scene. Great, now I can't use my bathroom ever. It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers? That's most likely Sayaka's dying message. I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with life itself.
Right.
Do you often talk like an aspiring poet? But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037. I have no idea what that could possibly mean.
So,
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. She wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her. It means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand toward the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result?
well,
Yeah, she's trying to say it's upside down or flipped. Think about it. You're not going to tell me?
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Okay, so going back to the idea of maybe this might be too hand-holdy like Phoenix Wright, I feel like it's right in the middle here. Sounds like they're going to make the player figure out what that actually is, rather than just be like, I don't know, it may be a little too Phoenix Wrighty. We'll see. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obviously not you're going to tell me. That was a terrible sentence. My mouth did its own thing. Dying message has been added. Sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means, but honestly, I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better to ask than the ultimate programmer?
Makoto.
There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Oh. Right. There's no blood in this room. It looked like she was stabbed in the bathroom. She would have ran in there, right? But the killer went in there? Huh. Okay, I gotta think about that. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked, but once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. But if I'm the only one who knows about that...
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Oh, it is, yeah, it's askew. The doorknob? Oh, you're gonna make me click on it? What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. It's been unscrewed. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious this was intentional. Why would someone want to do that?
So...
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? Wait. I'm sorry. I don't mean to pause like that. Like I said, I do want to try and figure this out. So somebody came in expecting that this was a bathroom door that locked? Or no, because maybe they tried to follow... Well, no, because... I guess the problem is I don't know who the target is. Was Sayaka the target or me? If I'm the target, they don't expect a locking door. They might still use tools, which we know, oh, so it's got to be a dude. Leon is a dude. So he would be targeting me, probably because he's mad about me talking about his hair and not looking like a baseball player. He would be targeting me. He would try and open the door. He would find out that it was locked. But the thing is, there was this fight. At some point, you realize, oops, you're in the room with Sayaka. If they were targeting Sayaka, they wouldn't have come here. But when they saw Sayaka, they could have freaked out, maybe been like, whatever, I'm going to kill her instead then. But then they would use the tools again anyway. I need to know who the target was. She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then, apparently struck with the sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all this.
I see.
Then that clears that up. What clears what up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
Well, see you later. As if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. Bathroom doorknob has been added to. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once-over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from, and also, I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. Oh yeah. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks, if they'll even talk to me, that is. I have to awkwardly pause here. I just got a text message. I need to make a phone call. So I will be back as soon as possible, guys. Hold on tight. Okay. For you, it's been a second. For me, it's been an hour. And for us going forward, I don't actually know. Because here's the deal. I had to make a phone call. It was work related. I have a job. I simply muted the sound coming out of my PC so that I could make that phone call. I came back to turn the sound back on and the music's playing just fine, but no control. Couldn't control with the controller, couldn't control with the keyboard, had to basically kill the program. I'm not sure why. I have a habit of just leaving stuff on game-wise and coming back to it, so I don't know what happened there. And I'm like, I don't know that there's an auto-save here. So I just started this back up again. We talked about the doorknob on here. Because I thought, oh god, I'm going to have to replay like an hour's worth or something. So all this stuff is in here. We've talked about the doorknob. This was our conversation with Kyoko, which is, I think that's where we left off. So you might see me cover some stuff again, but I think we're actually good. I think there is an autosave somewhere in here. So we're just gonna go forward and hope that it's not too bad. And of course, if it is, it can be cut out. Kyoko's gone. I think this is good. I think Kyoko's gone. There's a way to see... Oh, no, I thought it said press... Oh, press B to exit. There's a way to see a transcript I found before. I want to find that out real fast. Did I not do that before? Yeah, here we go. Okay, so, because I don't remember what we were supposed to do next. So okay, only me and Sayaka knew about the door frame situation. She found it interesting, and she just bounced from there. We got the truth bullet, and so I was saying I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from, and also, oh right, I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. Okay. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video, and on top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks, if they'll even talk to me, that is. Okay, so that's where we're at. Murder weapon-wise, yeah, I think that knife was from the kitchen, because that's the only place I've seen knives. I also recall I was having an issue wondering who exactly was the target. Was it me? Because why else would anybody know Sayaka was there? So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So let's go ahead. We said talk to people. Let's talk to people.
By the way,
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence. I mean, right? Before anyone found the body. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely a possibility.
You son of a
That
bitch.
dirty bastard. Anyone who... Oh, wait, we did read this. I thought that sounded familiar. I did speak to these two. Speaking of the trash, we couldn't. We tried. That's a chair that I thought was behind... There was something else that was behind Sayaka's bed in the room. It turns out it's both of them. So we're going to leave. We're going to head to the kitchen and... God damn, fucking... It scared me every time I turn around. I'm going to stop turning in this game.
Very strange.
So why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit? No, you've got it all wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. Devilly blank stare. He didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face. Even if what you say is the absolute truth, you're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? No, I wouldn't say that. After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? Okay, he's hinting that I was the target. Huh. The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms? Was that my suggestion? Not technically. I thought my suggestion was we both stay in the same room, and Sayaka was like, let's switch. No, Makoto, she's not dead because of you. Then it should have been me that died. Right, this is talking about the target thing. Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility. If that's really true, then I just noticed the doorbell's on the door. Jeez, they're always spooking me here. Hey, man.
Seems like...
Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? Could what be the nameplate? Wait, whoa. This is my room. Why is her name on it? Hold on, what the hell? Was this not... I was across from dude who punched me. Yeah, Mondo. No, what's the map button? Yeah, look. That's my face, but hers on the door. Who? Wait, hold on. I'm not losing it, right? I remembered making a joke about, oh good, I'm across the hall from the guy who just knocked me across the room. Okay, yeah. Why would the nameplates have been switched? The nameplates on my room and Sayaka's room were switched. So all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? Yeah, hang on. Wait a second. So, okay. That seems weird, right? In my head, that must mean the killer switched the nameplates. But why? Wouldn't it have been better to keep them that way and everybody could be like, well, she died in Makoto's room? Because who was the target? Who would have switched? Okay, hang on. I need to think about who all the opportunity, or who all would have any knowledge of us switching a room, because those would be the only people who would have switched the nameplates. So I didn't do it. Again, unless if this story is going to go a bad way and it's things I'm doing in my sleep. So I didn't do this. Alternatively, Sayaka, but why? Then you have the killer, but again, why there? Like, the killer would make sense. Oh, he's messing with evidence, but this doesn't help him. or her. We think it's Leon because of what she wrote, even though the characters haven't come out and said that yet. Him switching these don't make any sense. So actually it could potentially make sense if the killer came in here, was looking for me, finds Sayaka, shocked, confused. Sayaka gets a moment, realizes she has to defend herself because she's already on edge. She grabs the sword, fights with the dude who's possibly Leon. Leon decides, maybe the body won't be found for a while. Here's the other thing, though. It could still be Monokuma, because that's the fourth person who would actually know about the room switch. I feel like the killer would have been more likely to leave it on. I've done some killing in my days, guys. I've been through this thought process before. That's fucking weird. When I started this and I looked at all the doors, the whole point of that was just I was trying to figure out where everybody was. I didn't think I would have to remember it. Huh. All right, let's talk to Weirdo. That's weird, man. Very strange. Mr. Naegi, what was Miss Mizona doing in your room? Let me just say this. I absolutely will not allow you to dispose of any evidence in the trash room. Do you really think I'm guilty? How is he not going to allow somebody to use the trash room? Oh, wait, no, the game's doing that just fine. Look, I bet you I still can't go in here. It's part of the crime scene now. Oh, I can go in the trash room. Finally, what I've been looking for all my life. Garbage. Oh. It's gated? Okay, apparently there's just gonna be cameras and stuff in every room. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong buttons. Okay, I didn't get anything for that. Wait, what is that? Hold on, well, let's look here first. There's a sturdy gate here, no way to get past.
Monokuma appears!
It's the end of the line. The trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get this gate open?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Oh, is that Hifumi? Cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any
Okay, he's just repeating himself. Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go
What the hell? This Monokuma's broken. This is stupid. It'd be faster to just go around and ask the others.
No, you can't
Okay. Damn. Okay, what about this? No, okay. No, I didn't. Grr. No is right. Hang on. Yeah, this is selectable. What is this? There's a hatch on the floor. The door won't budge. It must be locked. Well, I'm looking at a lock. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I still want to buy stuff. Why is there a hatch there? What the heck is the point of that? I think Hifumi, because he said I won't allow it. Let's talk to him first before we go any further. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Take care of what it? Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was going to start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. Oh, so you didn't do anything yet. Okay. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room. Of course. It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge. Wait, hold on. You need a key to get in the trash room, and the only person on cleaning duty has access to the key? What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can all throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So in other words...
Actually... Okay, we're reminding of the get away with the thing. Yeah, it seems like another convenient way of helping a murderer. That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear, and things would become boring. Boring?
Hey,
Anyway, more important than that, hey, fatty, why do you want the cleaning duty gig anyway? Oh, that's a good question. I just decided to volunteer for something. I knew no one else would want to do that, so what's the big deal? Liar, I know why you did it. You want to dig through all the girls' trash looking for, and poking around at it. Ew, gross.
No way.
What are you talking about? All my love is for 2D. What the hell does that mean? But there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and then turn to... I would never get tired of 2D. After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. Is he talking about... Is that a slang for real people and cartoon people? The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, maybe not. I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, and PVC figures.
give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to disposing of it. What? If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to... Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. What, so now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. Fourth wall breaking. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma, or save a village, or beat a boss. No, this isn't an RPG, like I thought it was, Hifumi. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around. Oh, okay. So easy. So Hifumi and I headed down to the trash room. This music is still great. I'm sorry I keep mentioning it. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? That's what I asked. You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said that he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. What the fuck is he talking about? Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Wait, Rita? I thought Get Busy Living or Get Busy Dying was a Shawshank Redemption reference. Is that not tied to something else? Was the redemption reference a reference to something? Whatever. Please just hurry up. That's what everybody's saying to me who dares to watch these. Okie dokie, leave it to me. Hifumi pulled a key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then... Okay, what am I looking at here?
Mr. Naegi!
However, Mr. Naegi, surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend, you planned this all along. No, I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world. What is... I don't like this, dude. Whatever, let's just hurry up and keep looking. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I can talk to him, because I so want to do that. Alright, so there's 4 things over there. Oh wait, what is this? That's a huge trash can. Is that where we're supposed to put whatever trash we can't burn? Well, whatever it's for, it doesn't look like it's hiding any clues. Oh, but it's hiding money, which is better than clues sometimes. Wait, if that's a trash can, what is this? Is this a compressor? Or a compactor, I mean? Oh, incinerator. Okay. It's way in the back part of the trash room. There's something in front of it. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. That's a weird detail. Oh, and it's on right now. Is it? Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator? It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Someone... oh, God. I think my vocal cord just revolted. Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Well, wait, the gate was closed. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy? Do you realize what you just said? The fairy? No, you said the last time you were here, the incinerator was off. Ah, yes, about that, there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory. Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate, it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet... So that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how is that possible? Okay. Well, there's something in front of it. What is this? It's pink. That's blood in this game. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. There's something else on the ground, too, actually. It looks like a burnt piece of something that's, It's either a weird apron, a weird chef's hat, or that looks like a sleeve cuff. A burnt piece, like a hunk? Like a hunk of... Oh my God, this guy. Anyway, this is... It looks like a piece of cloth in the shape. It's part of the... Yeah, a sleeve from a button-up shirt. And now that I look at it, that's definitely blood on the cuff, which means... This is all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. But there are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. So the killer wears clothes, I see. Alright, so here's the buttons for the thing. I'll check whatever that is on the ground next. The green button turns it on, and the yellow button turns it off. Or so it seems, anyway. No, that's what he said. What is this crap? There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. Broken glass. Looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand. A glass ball, you say? Well, why would... Oh, cool. While you're in stuff, you can open this. I just pressed the button out of just random chance. I didn't think it would work. That's actually a cool feature. There's a lot of like weird things that are different about this game's way of being built. So, okay. A glass ball. Leon's a baseball player, sure. But why him, for one, just seems strange. Because it was Sayaka who was freaking out the most about the movies. So you would think the ones who are freaking out the most, or the ones who seem ridiculously calm, are suspicious. But we talked to whatever that dude's name is, the hippie. He didn't say anything about his ball being missing. So are we supposed to assume he's the killer? But if so, why would she write Leon's name? Or was I right in that was a little too obvious, and maybe hippie used her, which is gross, used her finger to draw in Leon's name, and he just realized, oh, I got to do it from the position she's in. I don't know. Let's think about it some more. It looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand. Is that... Do you know what this is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. Wow, boy, this guy is just full of references. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on any big city street corner. What? Wait, is that not what I thought it was? Are you saying it's a sconce for a light? Gaze into it and we'll show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on that quest to find that one guy. I have no idea what that reference is. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should all still be in the gym. I better go find out for sure. Right, he was freaking out in the gym. This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off, and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't. What does it all mean, Mr. Naegi? Can you just say my name? Will you be confessing soon? Why me? Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. It sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. Yeah, all of them, all the time. Before I go to the gym, I wanted to see if the knives in the kitchen matched anything. Still don't like turning in this game. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Hi, Hina. Hina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. What? This is all a first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. Taking a break is probably not the answer. I know what you mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps keep me calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kind of hanging around here. That's weird. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Okay. Wait. What did she say? To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Okay, well... Huh. That makes me think two things. Number one, I'm checking these knives. You were here where the knives were. Number two, how do you know you were in here when she died? I mean, I guess you could say you looked at the Monokuma file, but that doesn't excuse why were you here? We all agreed in the rooms. Oh man, this is doing that thing where like everybody's gonna seem suspicious. There's a knife missing. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but it looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning? Or no, it wasn't because I looked at them. I better see if anyone here knows more about it. Oh, talk to Hina again, right? Bum, 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 bum. That sound is just so good. Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange. A knife just suddenly disappearing like that. Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning.
That's right.
Last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared?
Well,
I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So who did you see? So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. Yeah, right. Then who did you see go in there? Yeah, come on, let's go. Is he not going to ask? Is he not going to ask her? Like right now, you just say, who did you see go in there? Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? Of course not. I would never. Hina, do you really think I murdered her? Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys are supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her? On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, then one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Are you not going to ask her the question? Do I have to talk to her again? Really? I'm sorry. Hold on. I saw a thing pop up for her. What did it say? Oh, these are not in the order they come in. Okay, the knife from the kitchen went missing while Aoi was in the dining hall. She swears that Makoto did not come to the dining hall at any point while she was there. Cool. What about the other 13 of us or whatever number we're at now. That's really unhelpful. Like, I'm not crazy, am I? It's really unhelpful. It's just going to be you guys down there. I got to find, what's his face? Got to find Hippie. So, okay. I feel like Aoi, Hippie, and Leon are the top ones. The most likely to have done it. Oh, I got to go in there, too. Okay. What are you doing, whatever your name is?
Listen to me!
Do you have a second, Makoto? I've uncovered something most unusual. The door to everyone's room has a nameplate on it to show whose room it is, right? Well, it just so happens. Wait, no. You might be the killer yourself. I can't tell you anything. Forget everything I just said. Forget, Beam. Sorry, just a little joke. Even I do jokes sometimes. Boy, that is going to turn me manic. All right, we're buying stuff to give my voice a little bit of a break here. Yeah, I don't need to learn how to use this again. Oh, this song. Bunk, bunk. Wah! Such a good sound. Oh, what is that? Some old-time radio? It disappears before I can really look at it. That's a bag of chips. What the hell is that? A bow and arrow? Lucky. Oh, I got a free one. Yeah, my coins didn't go down. Ooh, camera. All right. Looks like it's from like the 2000s, but still. Okay. That was something. Some tomato soup, I'm guessing. Some weird things in these little egg capsules. Okay. I don't know what that creature was. Okay. A thong, complete with butt cheeks. Oh, man. I wonder if these are supposed to be references to things that a lot of people would know and I just don't. Cologne or perfume or something? A onesie? With a hood? Okay, a bow. Whatever the hell that was. An old-timey phone. Weird shaped clock radio. These are supposed to be presents. I don't know who any of these things would be going to. Let's read what we got here. Oh, that's not tomato soup. That is rose hip tea, an herbal tea said to promote beauty and wellness. You can somehow sense its essential elegance. All right, so goth chick, I'm guessing. But maybe Sakura and Aoi too because of the wellness part? I don't know. Potato chips. Yeah, you got one. A staple snack food made by frying thin potato slices in oil. Beware its dangerously high calorie count. I don't eat them. Oh wait, we saw that one. Royal Curry. A curry pack made for kids. It's made with expensive, high quality ingredients you wouldn't expect from a kid's food. Interesting. Blueberry perfume. Very popular with men these days, but to be honest, although it does attract the ladies, most guys hate the smell. Is that a reference to Burberry? Emperor's thong, designed solely for those in control of their buttocks. For better or worse, it's unisex. Okay. Astral Boy Doll. A figure of the popular TV personality who hosted Lost and Forbidden Love Fantasy Outer Space. That's a lot of words. Quality chinchilla cover. A dark red seat cover. Its refined design is intended for only the most elite clientele. Oh, so that would be like Byakuya then, right? It almost looks like a motorcycle seat. kind of. A Curlian camera. A camera invented to take pictures of electrical fields surrounding objects. Sadly, there's no film in it. I don't know what that means. A silent receiver, a phone that for some unknown reason doesn't let you hear the person on the other end and doesn't let them hear you. Okay. Pretty Hungry Caterpillar, a caterpillar toy that was all the rage years ago. As you pull it, it moves up and down, making it look alive. I was right, old-timey radio. Retro exterior, but state-of-the-art technology inside. Of course, there's no reception in the school, so you can't hear anything anyway. Project Zombie, the game? A mature game designed for the fun plane, where a former runway model takes zombies as slaves in a post-apocalyptic world. It's been out of print for a while. Weird. A voice-changing bow tie. This originally belonged to a detective who has the body of a child but the mind of a genius. The bow tie lets its user speak in a variety of voices. Yeah, these are all references I don't get. Meteorite arrowhead, discovered in some ancient ruins, fashioned from a meteorite. They say that getting pierced by it will give you the power to see demons. Okay, this is a costume. Jump into this and you'll feel like you can support the world. It resembles some kind of Yeti creature. I'm not getting that. And then there's a school okay. So it's beginning to look like I just thought. So like this was awarded to you from completing the prologue, right? So I'm guessing everything through here. Oh, that's a lot of chapters to this game. That can't be right. I think I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. That's long. It's a long gaming time. Where am I going? I'm going to the gym. I gotta talk to Hippie. Say, hey man, missing anything? He was here, right? I hope I'm not just walking. I mean, we can cut that out. If we can cut out some extra walking, maybe. Maybe I'll start using the teleporter more often too. No, there he is. Hey, hero, can I ask you something? No. I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out now. I've had enough. Gotta break free. Hero, snap out of it. Makoto, what are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? So am I taking pictures and showing him, or am I actually holding these things? That's my crystal ball! But it's all smashed. What the hell? I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So how did it break? Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you. Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably got it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. Yeah, what? You left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Why would he have left something so valuable in the laundry room? Did he say? Did I miss that? I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone... Okay, that's not real convincing. Thanks, that's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years. Came out to be like $1 million. $1 million? That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Yeah, I don't. What do I do now? So, I haven't figured out for sure who the target was. I don't... Huh. Well, you know what? Let's go to the laundry room. That was the last place mentioned. See if there's anything in there. Okay, laundry room. No, there's really nothing here. Huh. What do they want me to do? Maybe they just want me to... I don't think this is on an actual timer, is it? Yeah. So are we being led to believe it was a sword versus a knife fight? I don't know. Right, we know about the gold on there. What does this say again? We might have to cut this part out because now at this point I'm just curious and just trying to put it all together in my head. What's really messing with me is not that part. There's the this is the real confusing thing. Like, why were they switched? Oh, sorry. While thinking about it, I just realized I did forget to go somewhere. You guys were probably yelling at me. How could you? Don't you know one of my friends have just been killed? You got to take it easy on me. Yeah, we were supposed to check out what was on her movie. Such interesting transitions. I'm guessing grab this. There's nothing inside. Wait, what? Oh, you know what? I got to go to her room. Okay, now we're going to try and use this because I'm sure you guys don't want me to keep walking around. Oh. Oh, interesting. They put points on the map where you have to go. So I've already been to this one and this one. So, how do I... Oh, God. Moving around in this is weird. I forgot I got to grab her DVD because I saw it in her drawer or the trash. I can't remember. Got to remember which room is it. Mine, and hers. Not mine, hers, and hers, mine. Yeah, garbage. There can be only one thing in the trash can. Yep, the DVD with Sayaka's name on it. Sayaka got really upset after seeing whatever was in that video. I wonder what she saw. Might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm sorry, Sayaka, but I need to borrow this DVD. Oh, sorry. I just said I was going to save some time by bouncing around, and I immediately didn't. Go here. That brings me here. Where was it this way? Yeah. The giant boom boxes in the back are just my favorite. There they are. That's just crazy. All right. I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then I don't think we need that described to us. Okay. Looked like some kind of concert, and standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. She was there, along with the friend she said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept. To accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then, that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly, Brian had to start talking again. The screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. Oh, are they dead? What the hell? Sayaka disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. Is that ruins? I can't even tell what's going on with the stage. But what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Okay. Look for the answer after graduation. That message came up after mine, too. Without warning, the video cut off. I don't see how that helps this case. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Oh, is it nighttime?
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started?
Oh, so he's going to announce the trial time for the... Oh, boy. I don't know that I'm ready. Everything's pointing to Leon with some side points to Aoi and to... I cannot remember Hippie's name. Hiro? Hirofumi? No, I'm thinking Hifumi. Hiro something. Ah, crap. I have not solved it yet.
It's time for the long-awaited class trial!
Oh, Salem.
Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings.
The gym.
Please go through the red door on the first floor of the...
Oh, the double doors with his face by him.
See you soon!
Okay. The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. All right, so this is the big thing here. This is what I've been waiting to kind of see. How do they handle? Is this going to be like Phoenix Wright? Better? Worse? So this is kind of a big moment. It took a while to get here. A lot longer than I would have expected. I am looking at the right door. Yeah. All right, well, in we go. Hi, everybody. Whoa, Jesus. You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are. Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. Hey, ass! So they really are convinced I did it. But I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? Yeah, that's what I'm asking, actually. The one who murdered Sayaka... Oh, do I have to choose now? Oh. Is it really one of us? Okay.
Is everyone here? Okay, then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom.
Okay.
Where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Okay. Oh, I gotta talk to everybody.
What?
So whoever stuck us here even took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom, huh? Damn, we really gotta go through with this class trial thing, huh? If you want to confess, I guess now's the time to do it. I'm telling you I didn't do it. Oh, what is his name again? Yasuhiro. I don't know, I can't remember that. Hey. There's no point in standing around. Settle your resolve and step into the future. Let's get started. She might be my favorite one to do the voice for because I made it so nothing. Relax, I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit just yet. Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way. Oh yeah, Sakura's my buddy, right? That's the only buddy I've got now? Sorry, in the end I wasn't able to do any looking around or anything. Is this really how Sayaka would want us to find out who killed her? Oh crap. Did I screw up? I was supposed to ask her about that number. Well, here we go. I can't help but wonder whoever killed... that was terrible. I gotta do that one again. I can't help but wonder what whoever killed Sayaka is feeling right now. I don't know why I can't do that sentence. Well, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? Being so insistent, even though you obviously killed her. Very impressive.
You know,
Well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you from here on out. What was your job? Oh, right. So the school basement has become the darkened stage. We're all here to bear witness to Mr. Naegi's final curtain call. Call me Makoto. Naegi's harder for me to say. Well then, the time has finally come. Are you ready? Yeah, you guys want to kill me. This is wonderful. This is great. I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator.
Well,
Let us begin. Good idea. Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice, I didn't raise my voice, to try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation, toward the elevator. No, boy, that's fear. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the doors closed, and the elevator started to move. Hopefully we didn't set off the weight limit here. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes.
Oh,
Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Always make sure your school's bowels are checked. Wow, man, those laughs. His voice just in general. Right. So... Oh, it's Monokuma's talking. You finally arrived. What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close. It's total shit. Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up. We did what he said and found our seats. Oh, they even have places for the two who are now dead. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna... And so the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. I thought he was going to say a deadly trial next. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. I knew trial was going to be one of them. I knew it. Okay, well. Oh, this is a different menu. Open the e-handbook. Okay, that's just that. Oh, set skills. Okay. SP 0 out of 11. Skill points? So, skill points are a real thing. I started thinking they were a joke. I've got Oh, the melodious voice. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Whoa, hang on. Effective during the bullet time battle? What does that mean? Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. I think I've been wrong all this time. I don't think this is just going to be like Phoenix Wright. Alright. I don't know what I'm getting into here. There we go. All rise.
Let's
Whoa.
begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
All right.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
I really don't trust that.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Yeah, that'll work.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
Interesting. There's a lot more voice acting for this. Thank you.
What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Okay, that's weird.
Friendship penetrates?
Okay, you're weird.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat?
What other empty seat?
There were only
Oh.
15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Huh. Yeah. Why?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
That's not convincing. You would just make a smaller circle.
Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started.
Wait, why is there an empty spot?
First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
Why do I feel like I'm about to do a lot of work? Okay, it's about to begin, the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me, everyone's lives are on the line. Oh, narrator. Okay, your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yeah! As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. Okay. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Okay, how? Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to aim, then fire with the Y button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Okay, this is the trigger Happy Havoc part, but I'm not sure I understand what they're talking about. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the start button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Emphasis on the luck part, I think. Make your argument. Evidence of a struggle. Evidence of a struggle. Okay. So I'm going to fire...
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizona.
Oh, I got 10 minutes.
You know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
Oh, this is insane.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to...
Why was that? Uh-oh. Something's off about what was just said. Because if Sayaka hadn't resisted at all, there's no explanation for what happened in my room. Oh, and her wrist. For this first debate, we'd like to take a quick sidebar. If you're unable to spot and refute someone's... Oh, good, the timer stopped. Unable to spot and refute someone's lies or contradictions, the argument will repeat. Within a group of statements, some words appear in a different color. Did you happen to notice? I did. It freaked me out. That represents a potential hole in a person's statement, a possible weak spot. These weak spots reveal important, though not always inaccurate, sections of a person's statement. Your truth bullets are only effective against these weak spots. Okay, so I can only fire at the yellow words. So when you see one come up, take aim and fire, but only if you're sure it's actually wrong. Also, you can fast forward an argument by holding down the B button. Why would I want to fast forward? Well then, good luck and have fun.
I assert that the one who...
Oh, okay, because they're repeating themselves.
You know that.
And there's a reel at the side. Chihiro said that part last, so yeah.
The killer must
Okay.
have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to...
Okay. Weird. Oh, crazy face. That's objection. Break. What happened?
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
Yes, agreed.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Well, Sayako was one of them.
Between Sayaka and the killer.
Yeah.
Of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
Except, how did they follow her in? Because, see, that's still the question about who the target was.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Yeah, so stop digging around. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Well, we know that already. So another debate. What's my bullet? Kitchen knife set. Yeah. Boy, this music is very up-tempo and it's freaking me out.
Was used to kill her.
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife.
Not random.
No, that's wrong.
You know what? I need to see if I can adjust the sound again.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
From the way... Yeah, okay, good. I can do that still here, too. I'm still worried that their voices are just too quiet for you guys. Actually, I thought well, we'll see. I want you guys to be able to hear them. Okay, no, I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
You know what? I'm sorry, guys. I think I went the wrong direction. I think this should be here. Oh, interesting. That doesn't actually mute the music. Okay. I think this is the better mix. I hope it is. I'm sorry. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She seems really on top of this. She's right. There's got to be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Okay, sure. You can concentrate by holding down the right RB, right bumper. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. Okay. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Cool. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. Have good war. AOA's account. Yeah. She needs to finally tell us who she saw.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right?
Interesting. Sorry, I was just testing it.
Secret. Nobody was in.
Somebody was in the. Oh, I missed.
Went and stabbed Sayaka with it.
So he really did do.
No.
Yes, it's been decided. We've reached the end.
No, reset the argument, please. Some way to prove I didn't take the knife. Yeah, I know, I missed, okay?
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Oh, I could have probably focused before I took that shot, right? Yeah, right here. There we go.
No, that's wrong. Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Yep, well, you already know this. We don't have to cover that again.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Yeah, how do you prove otherwise on that, right?
Idiot swimmer
That too.
Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Yeah, it wouldn't get her out. She would die.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become black?
That's a really good question.
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice,
Shit.
but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
But if just the killer graduates, the rest of us die. Why would an accomplice do that? Why would anybody want to be an accomplice in that situation?
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting.
Right.
Then there's no way anyone would work
Right.
together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Okay. This time, yeah.
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this
I'm
case!
surprised he just gives us answers.
Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining
Right.
hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove
Can
that?
we prove that it wasn't Hina? Well, guys, I don't know if it was Hina or not.
I can.
Oh,
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well,
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
Okay.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
No, it doesn't, because that's why we switched rooms.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assignment.
This is a really interesting way of doing a trial. I think I like this a lot better than Phoenix Wright.
So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Wait, who are you talking about?
But I'm a girl.
Yeah, what the fuck?
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility
So wait, that takes out Hina, that leaves Hiro and Leon. Okay.
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why are you holding on to this information?
Why didn't you say so in the first
Thank you, Byakuya.
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Oh, I was asking that before. What if Junko had something to do with it?
Sayaka.
Oh.
She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Oh, whoa, hold on. Sayaka came to the dining hall. Wait, when were you guys in the dining hall? Or I need to do this, right? Aoi's thing. Knife from the kitchen went missing while Aoi was in the dining hall. Aoi swears that Makoto did not come to the dining hall at any point while she was there. And she also said around the time of the death, which we have because of Monokuma. Why did Sayaka leave the room? We would have switched because we switched right at 10 p.m. She was scared. Why the hell did she leave? She was frightened. I feel like I'm not understanding something. Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was Sayaka.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
Wait. She had the sword in there, though.
That's the only possibility.
Is it? Hang on.
And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual.
Well, she was freaked out.
When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
Okay, that's weird.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
She had something for self-defense, though.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
Yeah, he's right, but I didn't.
See? He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
So the knife was already in the room.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're going to blame me for murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's going to die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer.
I would like to say that.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering.
Okay.
And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking?
The nameplates.
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been.
Oh, what?
You know what I'm talking about, don't
No.
you?
Oh, narrator. Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yeah, because I don't know what that is. I don't like the sound of it. As things advance further in a class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Oh, like Wheel of Fortune? Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Left stick to aim, Y to shoot. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, or if you run out of time, you fail. Good luck and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. I thought she was talking about the nameplates. If we can just figure out what that something is. Something at the scene but wasn't. Oh God, what? Okay, I see. So the letter's going to appear like that. So H blank I blank. H O H U H A H H should make sense. H R. No, it's got to be. It's got to be a vowel next. Oh no! Shoot! Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I pressed A. Was this? Wait, what? Oh, they have... Oh, it's hair. They have HP. Okay. Wow. I was fucking confused. Okay. That's not so bad after all.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair.
The lint roller stuff. Okay.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room?
Yeah, good call.
It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
It would also make sense to have hers there. So if it's just you two, yeah, there's no reason.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
Really? Like the body in the bathroom.
That makes sense, doesn't
No.
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just...
Thank you.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
Right, yeah, the absence of evidence can't necessarily be evidence. Well...
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The doorknob. Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't reading that part. I'm actually kind of getting into this. So I stopped reading. Doorknob? Oh, Y to present.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
Thank you.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then, let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. Right, because that was why I was talking about who was the actual target, because of needing the tool set. Did they think they needed the tool set because they expected it was a locked door and they didn't have the key for it? Or why they wouldn't bring their tools with them for me because they would expect my door would open? I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn of. Oh, I thought that was me. There's a bit more to learn about nonstop debates. Would you like to hear more? Okay. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. Okay, I figured as much. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in the debate. Okay. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Is that the hearts? Now this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Good luck and have fun. Because there was that meter for the focus, and there was something above it. I thought they were hearts. Bathroom door frame. Right, yeah. There's no reason they would expect... But they... hang on. They went to my room. Yeah, forget it. We'll just keep going. The incident took place in Makoto's room. Right.
Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
I think so.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked...
No, she didn't.
No, that's wrong. The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door... that's not lucky at all!
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
I think she's talking about the nameplates. Which would mean she's saying the killer isn't the one who switched those nameplates. And so the killer thought he was going to Sayaka's room, so Sayaka was the target. So the killer would be a boy bringing the tools with them. Who switches the nameplates? The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime they didn't know was that it took place in my room.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
Hang on. I had an issue earlier with the idea that the killer would have swapped the nameplates anyway. That wouldn't help them. It would help them more to keep them as is, keeping the finger pointed at me. the lint roller would have been to cover up their own hair, and they just happened to take Sayaka's with them. They didn't expect that my hair would be missing too. They never knew they were in my room. There's the idea that possibly Monokuma did switch the nameplates as just like some sort of procedure, like a rule they're going to add that we don't know about. But what's really bugging me is I still don't have an answer as to why Sayaka would leave the room and grab that knife. If somebody else were attacked, that would make sense, but she was the one who was attacked. Right?
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
And that's everybody else. So that still, so I had narrowed it down to Leon because of the writing and Hiro because of the crystal ball thing. Neither one of them would have known.
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, then, why don't we just vote right now? Majority...
On what? We have nothing.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you.
Wow.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Oh, shit. That's a great question. Hold on. You can't break those down. Sayaka would have to open the door for somebody. She opened the door for somebody, and she also had a knife. I'm not connecting the dots here.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible.
How'd she end up back in her room?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the
Can't
lock?
do it.
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
Oh, shit. It is Leon. He would actually have a great excuse to do that. He was talking about switching from baseball to music. That's what Sayaka's thing is. But why did she leave the room?
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka let someone in because... She asked you to switch rooms?
I got it! Because Sayaka was...
Oh, okay, that was the right answer.
Remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Okay, yeah. We've seen this.
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Wait. We'd have to prove she lied, though.
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
What is this? There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay? Excuse me? That's signed by Sayaka in the thing.
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows.
Wait. Sayaka switched the nameplates? Who did she leave that note with, for one? Sayaka was going to kill somebody? She wanted out. And she asked me, oh man, oh, hang on. Was she setting me up to take the fall? Who was she going to kill? She wrote Leon's name down. I said Leon had a reason to go see her, which means she knew Leon had a reason to see her. How does Leon end up murdering her, though?
When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words.
Also, hold up. Kyoko is her name, right? She took evidence from the room. We had 2 guards there.
When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Man, I was right. I kept telling him, stop saying he'd do anything.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you...
Hell no.
No, I didn't. But...
Of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's
Oh yeah,
signature.
I saw it on the image. Then that note, Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Okay.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Why?
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
I don't like her. Make your argument. Dorm nameplates. Okay.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to. It specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was.
No, that's wrong. The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you.
No, it was Sayaka. That bitch.
Okay, then who did it?
Yeah, there's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This person.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Yeah, she goes out of her way in that note to be like, make sure you check those nameplates. There we go. See right there.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
She was trapping somebody.
What?
It really looks like it was Leon. But I don't... So Leon was a trap, but... Does that mean he killed her? Or was she targeting him?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room.
Okay.
That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked.
No, that doesn't make sense. She would have to attack them.
We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the
Yes.
fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
It's just a guess. The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken... Oh, wait, no, it wasn't a guess. There was gold on her wrist. Gold on the ceiling. Yeah, I'm guessing saying this, right?
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there.
I'm guessing these are just pictures they're passing around.
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room and what led to Sayaka's death, that's what we need to make clear. Oh, there's more to learn about non-stop debates. Okay. Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? I think so. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. Oh. But just like with the weak spots, only one of these bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, You'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. Okay, if you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. Press LB to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the LB to cycle through each bullet. Okay. Or you can hold the LB button, then use the left stick to select a specific bullet. Okay. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. Oh, there was kind, gentle, and mean. I don't remember which one I picked. For our purposes, this time the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Oh, cool. Well then, great. This is awesome. How many are we talking about here? 3? 4? 3. Okay, that's fine. Sword sheath, knife set, replica sword. So we're talking about the sword.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her.
You know what?
And they killed her with it.
Okay, I can still look at this. Maybe that wasn't the first. It wasn't a sword attack. It was, it was a knife attack. And this was picked up, I think, because it's been scratched. So I think actually I'm wrong. I think it's this bullet.
And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, no. I know I'm wrong. I'm not reading that.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword.
Okay.
And that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based...
Yeah, no.
No, that's wrong. Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
I think it started with the knife.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
Yeah, because we're pretty sure Sayaka had the knife, right? It would only be her and me who knew that sword was really even there.
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse.
Okay, maybe.
In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
Yeah, okay.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
Yeah, Sayaka was trying to kill somebody. And I think she was trying to make me take the blame for it.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere.
What?
Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening.
What case are you listening to?
So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to
There was no gold on her hand, but there was on her wrist.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Palms. The part of her body that shows she never used the sword. If you wanted to use a sword, which part of your body would have to touch it? Oh, depends on where you learned.
I got You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palm?
I'm a palm reader.
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Is that what we would be doing in that situation?
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Oh, she couldn't. The water was off.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
What?
No, that's not it at all.
Yeah. Yeah, no. You don't have to point. See, like that I don't want. Don't point my way. I already know.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Haven't we been here for like 3 days?
Oh, my.
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult on
Yeah, what else could it be?
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means...
I have a problem with what this is leading us to. Okay, Sayaka freaks out. She sets up this plan to kill somebody. But now that means, like, if the tables got turned on her, and it was Leon, there's two really big gaps in this. Why would he do it? And how does the crystal ball come into play? Then again, Kyoko was taking evidence from the scene, so maybe she's got what I'm missing.
The killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Chef Emerald. It was Sayaka.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, she wasn't. And Makoto's a dumbass making promises.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her.
Why are you smiling?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
I'm going to make a comment real fast there. I think going forward, I'm going to have to split up days from investigations from trials because this is a lot longer than I expected. But I'm also kind of really liking this.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms.
Yes, right. Why is he Oh, I know why he's making that face. No, it can't be, though. Well...
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it?
Oh, that's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky?
Oh, very much so.
For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Think about yourself, buddy.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Hey, thanks for the underhanded diss.
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Oh, I didn't mean to press that.
Holy shit!
Exactly.
But in the end, her plan backfired.
Backstabbed.
She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn.
Yeah, which... Is it because Leon is an athletic guy? Like, would she have lost the fight against Leon, Sakura, or Mondo? Where does Hiro's ball come into play?
That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop.
Oh yeah, he'd swing it like a bat.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Makoto, my friend.
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument!
How so?
You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it! Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of...
That's not a rule. That is not a rule.
Oh, yeah. We gotta decide who we think did.
Your laid-backness bothers me.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery.
Or we could all do it. Why is it on me?
If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Well, what's the deal with this note? And what about the other stuff in the trash room? There's plenty of things to talk about we haven't talked about yet. Dying message. Oh, right. There's that as well.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues,
Nope,
right?
nope. This would be another one.
No, that's wrong! There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining. Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Okay, so there's no way children would be playing this game, right? Like, let's just be honest. For one, I doubt it's rated for that. For two, this is a really long time to get to this part of it. I just don't think most kids would like this. So you don't have to spoon feed this. Like, I figured out Leon was what the message was a while ago.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
There's no question that Sayaka wrote that message, and I can prove it. Wait, hang on. Which one are you... Oh, can I not open the thing now? I can't open the thing now. I think she's talking about the blood, because that was the last thing we saw, not the... Because it would be this if you're talking about the note, this if you're talking about the blood. The blood just came up, so I'm saying this. Okay, good.
Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers.
Why does everybody think because somebody's a programmer, they just would recognize a number and its meaning?
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just, look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, You could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Yeah, let's not start throwing that rock at that house.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Well, you haven't played Mass Effect. Damn it, it's no use. I just don't know. How do you not know?
Rotate the image 180.
They're literally going to tell me.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
Yes. 40 minutes ago.
So, whose name did she write?
Uh-huh. Oh, no. Yeah, it's been crystal clear here. Oh. I gotta, like, pick somebody. Where is he? Wait, what the? Oh, that's Monokuma. Hey, buddy. You're not looking real comfy.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
This episode of Danganronpa brought to you by the letter N in Sesame Street.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
You're saying, okay, he got the crystal ball, but we still don't know how, and Hiro didn't know it was missing until we told him, which is a problem to me. He used that to hit the buttons because the gate was closed. That's why Hifumi was surprised to find the incinerator on. Clothing doesn't throw as well as everything else, so that's why part of it didn't go in. And then the crystal ball pieces had to be left there. Okay, I've got that. I still have two problems, though. There's still the problem of Hiro's whole part in this. And the biggest problem is, why would Leon do this? Let's keep going.
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Yeah, see, it doesn't. I don't want it to spell it out like that. I want to know it. I think we're talking about this. I keep hitting A. It's Y.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. Well, it could only have been disposed of there. When, I don't think matters. It's got to be how it was disposed of.
I got it! If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either.
Why would he say that? That doesn't help him. He knows he left the ball there.
You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the only one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leanne is the real killer. Oh, we're doing one of these. I thought I was going to pick it from a list. Yep, that's the one. That's the only one. I thought I was going to get more of these. I'm sure I picked normal.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
No, that's not...
Which means the only possible suspect is whoever had the trash room key.
Okay, so the person who would have had the trash room key was... Huh? Me? No!
Okay, guy. I didn't see which one I was supposed to shoot at for sure.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must
See,
have
that's
had it,
not
right?
true. Oh, well, that's about the
The
key.
only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get
Yeah,
close to the incinerator
that's the big problem right there.
No, that's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but...
But somehow you didn't know it was missing.
But how would you use it?
Are you guys serious? Yeah, these are two great other options. You throw the damn ball. He's a baseball player.
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate.
That's why, as a football fan, I only open doors by crashing into them head first.
All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
What did Hifumi say before? Oh, that he was, yeah, that was on. I wish they wouldn't do so many of those.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right?
Surprised you guys are apparently in Japan, yet you're all using the Imperial system.
The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
The ultimate baseball star.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have...
No, they haven't.
And the truth has been revealed.
They have not all been answered.
Now here's what happened.
Are we serious? Yes. Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. Really? Okay. However, you'll notice that in the comic, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. They love hope, despair, and truth. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the A button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Huh. Okay. So... Oh, I'm gonna have to... Okay, so... This is... Oh wait, this is starting from... So is it that? That looks right. Wait, some of these I think are wrong. Okay. Oh, I thought this was a picture of him wearing the sword. This is him backing up into it. Oh, and it's right to left because it's manga style. That's really messing with me. Okay, the sheath is off here, so the sheath has to be... Oh, there it is. It's a weird way to finish this. Okay, there's her hand being hit. Wait, is that right? Because that's the incinerator. That's her running. I can't tell if it's this one or this one. What is she doing on this? So here she's... I think it's this one? Because she's already dropped it here. This seems like just a repeat of this frame. It is a repeat of this frame. Okay. Okay. So she's in the bathroom here. That's the incinerator. That's the incinerator too. So that's got to be this because he's got the knife now. Wait a second, hang on. She's got it written already here. So I think that one goes there. I kind of have to do this left to right, even though it's backwards in time. Okay. Okay, yeah, here's the shirt piece. Oh, he knotted it up to throw it. I was wondering how he threw the shirt. So, okay, here's him throwing the ball. Here it is in his hand. Oh, this is the lint roller, right? Oh, reenact.
Here's exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt.
At the end of this, I'm going to have to explain why I think we got this wrong.
They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot, and that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator.
That actually doesn't matter.
The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
No, the indisputable evidence was the ball, not the shirt.
Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object!
Interesting.
I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories. You need evidence. Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
What? Yeah, what are you talking about? Your first bullet time battle is about to begin. Yeah, what is this? I thought I was done. Whoa, what is this? Sometimes during a clash trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as the bullet time battle, aka the BTB. BTW, by the way. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Oh, I'm not good at rhythm games. Match your button presses with each tempo marker, okay, I see that, as they move across the screen and reach the center. Press A to lock onto an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked on to with the Y button as the tempo marker reaches the center. What? Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Oh, good. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get into a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. So watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the Y button to shoot it down with a truth bullet like any other statement. Oh my god. Refute their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. That was a lot.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
His toolkit. That's why we were pretty sure it was a guy to begin with. Except for I was still thinking of Hina. They used something of their own to remove the screws. Could it have been?
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me.
Oh.
Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid. You lie. Shut up.
I'm sorry, that seems... Oh god, it's faster.
You kidding me? Not a chance.
Man, I had it.
Stupid. You lie. Stop talking.
Oh, I think I hit...
Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
Okay, that got crazy at the end there.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
No.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumes there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Why?
Stupid.
Whoa. Well, that's freaky.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
No. No. Please stop showing that. Okay, I got graded apparently. Oh, money. But I have a problem.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection.
I have a problem.
Just to remind you all,
I'm raising my hand.
make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Oh, we don't actually vote. They do. Uh-oh, looks like you got it right on the money. The blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Leon? Did you really kill Sayaka?
But
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her first. Huh. I'll explain more later.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all. Hey! Come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. Ooh, I don't think so. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. What? After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. You could, you had one. Okay, this is more backflashing here, flashbacking. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka... Okay. Oh, yeah, that was flashback again. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said, yeah, you do anything for me, blah, 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 blah. This is already over 2 hours long. She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. The entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she's descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand. Really, I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that, all of it, everything, it's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but... Thank you. As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation, and I am clearly made of paper. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it. That was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes,
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the Clash trial, The blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room, then came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So
That's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this. Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him. What? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Uh-oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice? Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly...
Thrills, chills, kills!
Oh, wow. Let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishments.
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey.
No more begging. No more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop! Please!
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star.
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
No!
It's very uncomfortable. Whoa. Whoa. That's pretty brutal. This game is very good at making you uncomfortable. Like, very good at doing that. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. It's so hard to do this voice after seeing that. You said it.
I can't take it.
Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well?
If you don't like it, All you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. That's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you! Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well...
So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. Chewbacca? That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together. You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm going to pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened? Happened because no more... Oh, I see. I got that intonation all wrong. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world, being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. That's weird. What does he mean by that? You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever? What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in here. Just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
What? Why are we flashing back to that?
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Okay, that was really long. Oh, it's not done. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. What the hell does she want to talk to me about? It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that. Admittedly, you know what? I did not see that that's what she was doing.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. Yeah, what do you say? The name. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway.
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you. Which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No, I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Is he going to repeat the I'm psychic line? Oh, well, I'm psychic, yeah. That's good. That's rhyming and writing, and I love it. Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Whew, okay. That was a lot. Remember when I thought I was going to keep everybody alive? Yeah, 3 are dead now. Please let me save. Oh, good. We got his bat. Lovely. Okay. So this will have to be split up somehow, because this is the second half after I had that phone call. That was 2.5 hours on just this part. And I'm pretty sure I did like half an hour before that. I don't think I can put up a 3-hour episode of something, man. I do have some problems with this case, although I'm going to say I'm really invested because I suspect maybe they're trying to do something here, and I would love it if they are. Here's my problems with that case. Right at the end there, when they were asking him about where his toolkit was, they said, and I lost it, can't be an excuse. That's a problem, though, because it was already allowed as an excuse. At no point did anybody say, Hero, what's the deal, man? You didn't notice this extreme thing that you spent 2 years of your life, all of your money, to just like save this and have this thing? You didn't notice it was gone? And he certainly never seemed angry about it having been broken, and he was pretty quiet during that whole thing. Why was that okay and not suspicious? But now, as we closed in around Leon, the idea that something similar could happen with his toolkit, you can't have the same answer? That's a little bullshit. And I get like, you know, okay, he did it. Like, I'm not saying Leon wasn't the right killer there, but that was a little mistake. And in fact, up until the end, Leon never actually admitted to doing it up until the very end there, which I was surprised when he did admit it, because I thought they were building up to something. And maybe they still are, but now I don't know if I'm right or not. But the whole point of those DVDs was motive. You needed a motivation to start this killing spree thing that they wanted. And everybody got one, and Sayaka was acting on hers. But nobody knew Sayaka was acting on hers. It wasn't until this all came together that we realized, oh crap, she was making a move on that. I don't buy Leon's actions. And here's why. They're getting real specific with the rules. It's a problem sleeping somewhere else other than the dorms at night, not being somewhere else, which is why we've got Hina and Sakura in the dining room and what have you. And I think Hiro even says he was in the laundry room. So Sayaka lures Leon, attacks him, screws up somehow. The attack doesn't work out as well. Maybe because Leon is also super athletic. Possibly only some of the people here could be at his level. And I feel like maybe Sayaka was one of them, but the attack didn't work. He's happy to have found this sword. He can defend himself with it. That's great. He fends off her attack, hits her wrist, makes her drop the knife. She runs into the bathroom in fear. Think about yourself in a different situation. Imagine you are walking to family's house or a friend's house, and somebody comes up behind you and they put what feels like a gun at your back and says, "Give me your wallet." And you're nervous as hell because you think you might be about to just die at worst, robbed at best, right? So you're shaking, you're bringing up your wallet to give to this person, and you drop it because you're so nervous. Well, so now the whole scenario in the mind of that thief has changed. Does he want you to pick up your own wallet? Because that puts you in a position he wasn't planning for. And he sure as hell isn't going to put himself in the position of bending down to pick up that wallet. But he also doesn't want to kill anybody, so let's say he runs away. You pick up your wallet, you're a nervous wreck, you continue on to grandma's house, wherever you were going. And you arrive, and imagine you think to yourself, what? You're going to think, I'm going to call the police. I'm going to tell whoever's house I'm at what just happened to me. Those are going to be your thoughts, right? Or are you going to think, wow, I was almost robbed today. Well, I guess I should rob somebody. I don't buy that. I don't buy that Leon would be like, wow, Sayaka was trying to kill me. That's insane. I guess now I have to kill her. It doesn't make any sense. And if anything, look at the risk he was taking. He had to go back to his room to get his tools with people who are willingly staying out at night. And what if he was seen? It doesn't make sense to me with the whole situation being try to not get caught, to go ahead and take a random chance without planning. I'm bringing this up because at one point I thought maybe Monokuma did this. Maybe Monokuma swapped the nameplates. Maybe Monokuma attacked her using his claws. But why would he do that, right? The only time we've seen him attack anybody is when he himself has been attacked. But they keep talking about these trials, and the word Inquisition was used, and also the phrase prisoner's dilemma was used. I really thought they were building a story, and again, maybe they still are, that you're the hero, you're the good guy, you're Makoto in this, and you're going to have to figure out all these mysteries and figure out who did it, but maybe in the end we're going to find out each time we were wrong. I'm sorry, I just bumped into my mic. Each time we were wrong, but we were in such a terrible state, we were under such duress that we went rationalizing and tried to find somebody who had to be guilty and never be actually the guilty party. The thing is, despite the issue that I have with their approach to it, the fact that any game might even be brushing up on that idea and not just as window dressing with words, like, that's pretty awesome. I love it. Games don't touch that stuff. Like I said, we're going to have to split these up a different way, though, because this game is a lot longer than I expected it to be, and I don't know how many chapters there are. So I'm going to save here, say goodbye to you guys for now. We will start what I assume is Chapter 2 next, and maybe do a little bit better of a job splitting these, because I don't know how you guys feel about super long episodes. This was 3 hours plus. I mean, I can't even sit down for movies I like that long, So anyway, thank you for joining me. See you guys next time for a game that makes me a bit of a wreck here, So bye.